Hello everyone, deafening silence back with another ASMR video for you, and I think I really need to get through this strategy guide. I did part 2 just a little while ago, and I figured we could continue with this, and for people that are like thinking, oh man, this is a Pokemon channel. It's not strictly a Pokemon channel. Actually, I had 2 other videos that I wanted to make that were non-Pokemon related. One was more traditional ASMR. The other one was a action figure opening and review. The action figure one I had to scrap. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good quality. And the more traditional ASMR video, much to my chagrin, the audio turned out to be horrible. I don't know what happened, but anyway, the traditional ASMR video I plan to redo in the future, but for now, I wanted to go ahead and continue with this, because some people seem to like it. So, last time we left off, we were in Blackthorn City. We had just made it. So I say let's continue with this thing and see if we can get through to maybe the Pokedex. It's not too far away. So, Blackthorn City. It's one of the final cities in the game, at least as far as Johto is concerned. And it is where your final gym badge is. If I remember right. I don't think there's another one. You get through Ice Path to make it here. And you could potentially do a trade, receiving a Dodrio for a Dragonair in this town. Although I wouldn't personally do that unless you were trying to complete the Pokedex. Dragonair is going to be the better Pokemon in the long run. You can fine-tune your team at the Move Tutor and Move Deleter house, which is right here. And yeah, of course you can get rid of some HMs that maybe your Pokemon were stuck with because of previous points in the game where you had to have it, or, you know, possibly they could learn something that they needed. And then they tell you what kind of moves they learn. The Ultimate Move Tutor teaches either Frenzy Plant to your Grass Starter, Blast Burn to your Fire Starter, or Hydro Cannon to your Water Starter. Grandma Wilma. Bring her a Dragon-type Pokemon with high friendship, and she'll teach it Draco Meteor. Really good Dragon-type move. The move Maniac, give him a hard scale, and he'll let a Pokemon remember one of the moves it has forgotten, or, you know, a move that you never could teach it because you caught it at a high level or something. And then the Move Deleter can make your Pokemon forget moves, even HMs. And then, of course, we have Clair, who is the Dragon-type Pokemon user. Her Pokemon are either level 38 or level 41 with her Kingdra, which is not an easy Pokemon to face off against by any means. You can either use Electric-type moves for Gyarados. It does a normal amount of damage against Kingdra. It doesn't do ×2 like it would to a Water-type, but you know, it's still effective. You could paralyze them, of course. Ice is always a good one for Dragonair. Of course, if you do happen to have a Pokemon with a Dragon-type move, you are going to be in pretty good shape. And her Dragonair has Thunder Wave, so yeah, you want to try to take them out before they start paralyzing your Pokemon. And if you beat her, you get the TM 59, which is Dragon Pulse. And even after you defeat her in the gym, Claire decides to be a prick and won't acknowledge your skill. She is a jerk. You know, even though she's supposed to be following the actual Pokemon League's rules, which is, you know, the Pokemon trainer gets the gym badge if they defeat you. But yeah, she's going to go straight against the Pokemon League. And she says you need to prove yourself in Dragon's Den, which is over here. Which in here, on the water surface, you could get yourself a Dratini, which is always awesome. There's also going to be items in here like a Dragon Fang, which can power up your Dragon-type moves on your Pokemon. You can also get a Calcium, which is a stat boost for your Pokemon. And there are several trainers to battle. There's items and everything like that. The Master is waiting for you inside the shrine, and he's aware of your situation. If you answer his 5 questions afterwards, the Master will approve of you after you answer his questions correctly. But Claire still does not have faith in your abilities, and she didn't even expect you to pass the test. But the Master sets her straight. Finally, she obeys the rules of the Pokemon League, which she could have gotten in trouble for, and gives you the gym badge, and she'll give you the TM as an apology, even though everyone gives you one anyway. The Master will give you a rare and valuable Dratini that knows extreme speed, but only if you correctly answered every single one of his questions. So before you face off against him, maybe make sure you know for sure the answers beforehand so you can get that Dratini. And once you've defeated Claire, you've got all 8 Johto badges. In something random here, you could take a Magikarp challenge, and it's held by the Fishing Guru by the Lake of Rage. And if you can catch the biggest Magikarp and show it to him, he'll award you an ether. So it's not worth it, but yeah, it'd be cool if you could actually, get the record. But hold on a second. This is actually Route 45. Is that a misprint? It says page 62 there, but it's talking about Route 45 on 162. Okay. Also known as Mountain Road, Route 45 follows a river ravine. Beyond that, a series of ledges make up most of Route 46. Follow it all the way south to reach Route 29, the path between Newbart Town and Cherry Grove City. So yeah, you could get a nugget here. And Blackthorn City was up here, so you're going to be heading south, basically. A lot of items and trainers and such. In Route 45, you can get a couple of cool Pokemon in the grass, like Gligar. You could also get you a Phanpy, which evolves in a Dawn Fan, which is really cool. Skarmory, which seems like a Gen 3 Pokemon, but it's not, it's Gen 2. Fishing gives you the Magikarp, Poliwag stuff. In Route 46, that's like early on in the game, so it's basically the stuff like Geodude, Rattata, and Spearow. However, headbutting down this path, you could get yourself an Aircross, which is really cool. And this is stuff talking about the routes. And this is important. Now you can enter the Bell Tower in Pokemon HeartGold. It's said that the Rainbow Wing can summon Ho-Oh. And this shows the different paths you have to take and how you get there. And it's the big moment. It's the big moment. Catching Ho-Oh. And the Komodo girls will show up and do a elaborate rooftop dance to make him appear. And Ho-Oh, or Super Fearow, as a friend of mine liked to call him. He is a fire flying type, and he will be at level 45. He will have extra sensory, Sacred Fire, Sunny Day, and Fire Blast. Water, electric, either one of those will work. A rock type move would do a lot of damage. You might not want to go with that just to be safe. And of course you want to use some sort of status affliction like sleep or paralysis, something like that. And even doing that and using Ultra Balls, it'll be tough. Some people like the lulls, and we'll try to catch it with just a regular Pokeball, but that's insane. Now, over here, we got the Whirl Islands. In SoulSilver, you'll be able to explore these. And it's said that a Silverwing can call forth the legendary Pokemon Lugia. And in the Whirl Islands, there are some Pokemon you can get. You can get a seal in here indoors, which I think you have not been able to at this point. There's Krabby, Golbat, Zubat, that kind of stuff. And this shows different paths you can take, obviously, so that we can eventually... Oh, did it have any good items? I should have checked that. Has a nugget, rare candy, a couple of Ultra Balls, Max Elixir, Max Revive, Calcium, and Carbos. The Kimono Girls would do an elaborate dance here, if this is the game that you're playing at this point. And then, of course, yes, Lugia, which is a psychic flying type. It is not water flying. It is not psychic water, although psychic water would have been cool. It is psychic flying. This is not water flying. But you'll start off by using, of course, electric, ice, or rock. And basically the same thing as how, whittle it down, use some sort of Status Affliction, and then Ultra Balls. It has extra sensory, just like Ho-Oh, but it has Aeroblast, Rain Dance, and Hydro Pump. And this is interesting. I don't know if they do this with other legendaries. I don't know. If you accidentally knock Lugia out instead of catching it post Hall of Fame, here in the corner it says, you can return to the Whirl Islands and take another shot at catching it. That's new. Do any of the other games do that? Do they give you a second chance at catching a Pokemon that you knocked out? I think with like Groudon and Kyogre, you had to knock them out first storyline wise, but this is a chance for you to catch it actually, and you messed up. So anyway, yeah, you could attempt to catch them again if you messed up. I don't know if any of the other games actually did that storyline wise. I can't remember. Anyway, after continuing down to Newbart Town and talking to Professor Elm, you'll come out to the east now that you can surf, and you'll come to Route 27. And you'll be going east, and this is going to take you to Route 26, eventually leading you up to the gate to the Pokemon League, which is Victory Road. And we're going to get into all of that next. So, on this route, and inside you can get yourself a TMO2, which is a Dragon Claw, very powerful. You can get yourself a Rare Candy or a Moonstone. Nice, good deal. Up here, we're going to have a couple of Pokemon I don't think that we've seen yet. And I know it's hard to see, but I'll walk you through it. So we get an Arbok, Dodrio, and Doduo. Ponyta, I think that's the first time, maybe? I don't know, there's a lot of pages here. And I've slept since I last did these. And then a Sandslash. Headbutting can get you an Execute. Fishing could get you a Chinchou. Nice, if you haven't had one yet. Tohjo Falls is the usual rats and bats and stuff, but you can't get you a Slowpoke. And yes, like I mentioned, whenever you get through Route 27 and such, you'll come out here and make your way north to the gate to the Victory Road and Pokemon League. And there's going to be the same Pokemon as before as far as routes. And here we go, Victory Road. It's a rough and rocky place. A reminder that the challenges ahead of you won't be any picnic either. There are 3 floors in all, And in some places you have to jump down into pits to get to where you need to go. There's going to be some new stuff in here. You got Donphan, Golbat, Graveler, Onix, Rhyhorn, and Ursaring. Ursaring and Donphan are new, I think. I can't remember on Rhyhorn or not, if you had a chance to get to him. But once you make your way through all of these, you're going to battle your rival, who will have a Sneasel, Golbat, Magneton, Haunter, Kadabra, and then one of his starters at level 40. And it's kind of a diverse team, but I don't know. I feel like Dark or Fire would be effective against most of that, and then just something to take out his starter. But once you've defeated him, you will head to the Indigo Plateau, or the Indigo League. And if you're a true Pokemon trainer, you will go through all these in one fell swoop. You won't save in between each battle. But we have Will, we have Koga, Bruno, Karen, and then the Pokemon champion, Lance. And I'll walk you through them. Let's go. So first up, we've got Will. He is the Psychic type user. He's going to have two Xatu, one level 40, one also 42. And then Jinx, Slowbro, and Executor. Dark or Ghost type moves is effective, but you could also use a Fire type against Jinx or Executor, of course. And Electric would work well, since 2 Pokemon are flying and 1 is water. So, Ghost, Dark, Electric, or Fire. Then we've got Koga, who was a gym leader in the Kanto region in the first generation games. He is a poison type user. He's going to have Ariados, Fortress, Venomoth, Muck, and Crobat, his strongest at level 44. And you're going to flip the switch, whereas the first Pokemon Elite Four trainer had Psychic. Psychic is the type you want to use here. And you can also use Fire. It's going to be effective against 3 of them. You could also use Flying for Ariados and Venomoth. And you could use Ground also. Ground type moves would work effective against Muck. It would also work against Ariados, but of course Venomoth and Crobat are flying, so they wouldn't be affected by it. So, and I just noticed, I always forget, Venomoth is bug and poison type. I feel like it should be poison flying. But anyway, moving up. We got Bruno. Bruno, of course, is the Elite Four user from the first generation games. He's the fighting type user. He's going to have Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Machamp. And then weirdly, Onix thrown in there. So, Psychic or Flying for all these. And then Water or Grass for Onix. So, just something random. And then lastly, we have Karen. Dark type user. So we has some cool Pokemon. Some really cool Pokemon. She's got Umbreon, which is one of the prettiest Pokemon in the entire series. She's got Gengar, one of the coolest. She's got Houndoom, one of my personal favorites. I love Houndoom. Murkrow, and then Vileplume. Kind of a weird one just thrown in there because this one's a little diverse. Gengar's not even, a dark type, and neither is Vileplume. So it's kind of cheating a little bit. But Psychic could work here. Like it says, Psychic, Fighting, and Ice type moves. Ice would work against Murkrow, Vileplume. Since it would also be effective against, not super effective, but it would work well against Gengar, maybe. Yeah. So, like she says, or like the guide says there. And finally, we've got Lance, of course, who was from the first game, their first series of games, and then, of course, he was a prominent figure in this game as well. And I think everyone knows what he uses. He uses dragon types, though he has a couple of Pokemon that aren't dragon. Although they should be. Gyarados, water and flying. Charizard, fire and flying. Dragonite, dragon and flying. Aerodactyl, rock and flying. And then 2 more Dragonites. Oh, by the way, his Dragonites are all under-leveled to cheat. So, they have Outrage. All of his Dragonites have Outrage, which does a lot of damage. So, use Ice for these 4 here. Just use Ice for these 4 here. Water, Rock or Electric for these 2. Or sorry, Rock or Electric for these 2. Use Electric on Gyarados, take it out in 1 hit, and they have a typo there. Gyarados. Yep. Just notice that. So, Electric on Gyarados, Rock on Charizard, Ice for the rest. Boom. Easy stuff. And once you've done that, you are in the Hall of Fame. And now we've got some miscellaneous stuff. We have got the Safari Zone Guide. Oh, and by the way, you're ready to go explore the Kanto region where powerful gym trainers are. Dear Lord in heaven, look at the Safari Zone Guide. So the Safari Zone, of course, was discussed earlier. There are different layouts here, as you can see. These different little maps are different layouts that you can select to choose from. Pass the owner aptitude test. You'll have access to all 10. And depending on which layouts you choose, there are different Pokemon to get. And oh my god, do we have a lot to discuss here. Bear with me. In the plains, here, the first one. In the tall grass, you get an Abra, Giraffe Rig, a Stantler. Those are some ones of note. Smeargle as well. In the forest, in the tall grass, you can get a Bellsprout, which we've seen plenty of already. Ghastly or Haunter. Mr. Mime, I think that's a new one. Misdreavus, I don't think is, but it's rare at this point. The wetland in the tall grass, you can get Ditto, Psyduck, and then if you fish, you can get some of the generic stuff. The marshland, tall grass, coughing, that's really cool. Or wheezing. There's also Oddish. There's also Gloom. A lot of poison stuff. Rocky Beach. Not much of note, except one of my very favorites, Lapras. I'll bring this down so we can see better. In the peak, we can get Magmar, or Magnemite, Magneton, Wobbuffet, that's new. In the desert, we can get the Sandshrew, Sandslash, Marowak, Cubone, or Fearow. In the wasteland, Fearow, Kangaskhan, Machoke or Machop, Magnemite, Onix, those are some cool ones. In the meadow, Clefairy, Hoppip, Jigglypuff, Marill, Skiploon, Sunkern, Wooper. In the savannah, we can get the mighty Tauros or Rhyhorn. We can also get the Nidoran groups. In the mountains, we can get Larvitar. Yeah, you can get a Larvitar. That's really awesome. Minizilla, as I call him. In the swamp, you can get Jigglypuff, Hypno, Paris, Murkrow. So to do the owner aptitude test, you need to catch a Geodude from the peak area. And in the Sandshrew, you need to get it from the desert area. But it isn't initially available to you. So Anyway, now we got the Pokeathlon. But yeah, I do these little events here from the single player Pokeathlon, like the speed course or power course, jump course, stuff like that. The reason why is if you build up enough points, you can get Thunderstones. You can get the evolution stones, the Water Stone, the Thunderstone, the Fire Stone. Very important to evolve your Pokemon, because the Goldenrod shop or the Kanto shop in Celadon City, they don't have the evolution stones anymore. Let's see. Stuff about the games and recommended Pokemon that'd be good for them. Yeah, just the different games and what would be good Pokemon for them. Okay. Yep, just a lot of games and a lot of Pokemon that are recommended for them. Trading Pokemon with Johto townspeople. These are the different trades that you can get during the game. Bellsprout for Onyx, Drowsy for Machop, which you can get that Machop before you go face Whitney and her Miltank, a Krabby for a Voltorb, and then a Dragonair for a Dodrio. Got the Pokewalker guide, which I don't really have a lot to say because I never used it. Which is a shame, but I kind of got this after it was a big deal, I think. So I didn't really invest in it. Just kind of flipping through them. We got the Link Play Guide. Not much of note there. I don't have anything interesting I could say on that. What I was interested in getting to this video, someone requested me look at the Pokedex and talk about the Pokemon in it. So I will. Alrighty. So, we got the grass starters, Chikorita, Bayleaf, and Meganium. And it shows here the moves that they learn and at what level and what what type of moves they are and what kind of moves they are, whether they are a status afflicting move or whether they are a special type attacking move or a physical type attacking move, because now they've been not only were they already physical or special moves by this point, but also in this game they took certain. So, for example, previous generations, certain types and their moves were just one thing. Like, for example, water moves were all special type. Fighting type moves were all physical type. I believe Gen 4 is where they took those moves and said, okay, they're not universal. Okay, some water type moves can be physical. Some fighting type moves could be special, for example. Some psychic moves could be physical, that sort of thing. So it's not just, super cut and dry. There's a little bit more thought process involved with your attacks and everything. So, anyway, I feel like most people like either the fire type or the water type more, which is definitely me. But this was still the early stages of Pokemon where I still liked all the starters that were in your options, Gen 1, I love all the original starters. Gen 2, I like all the original starters. Gen 3, let me think here. Mudkip's line, didn't love, but I liked it. the other two, that was Sceptile and Blaziken, I loved. Gen 4, I've grown to like all of them, but I don't love them. But what's the Firestar's final form name? Infernape. I like Infernape a lot. Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion. Love. This dude's in my top 10 all time. Later games, they took out the fire on him. Completely stupid. Bring it back. Bring it back, you cowards. Totodile, Croconaw, Ralligator. Love them a lot. Love them. Actually, my wife has a few Pokemon plushies, and I need to get her these two, if I can find them. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. I have a very soft spot for them because I think Pidgey was the first Pokemon I ever caught on Gen 1, of course. And I always held to it because it was, a three stage. They call this the second stage, but I don't. It's 3 stages of the Pokemon. Spearow and Fearow, pretty good. I like that they bumped up how early it can learn Aerial Ace. That's nice, because used to it was level 25, I think. Hoothoot and Noctowl, okay. Rattata, Eradicate, like them a little bit for nostalgia and sentimental reasons, but honestly, they're very annoying because they're everywhere. Sentret and Furret, cute, not any good really though. Pichu, very cool, although he's stuck in Pikachu's shadow. They really didn't have a chance with that one. But Pikachu and Raichu does not learn any moves by level up. That is wow. Good thing Pikachu learns the moves you'd really want it to have by level 26. That's what this is. Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's Discharge at 37. But anyway, Pikachu, love it like everybody. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. Believe it or not, I really have a soft spot for Caterpie. I actually like it a lot. From design reasons, obviously not battling, but Caterpie, I like Caterpie. And then Butterfree. I remember being a little kid and having a bad problem getting past Brock, and Butterfree was the reason I was able to. So, there's Weedle, there's Kakuna, and Beedrill. Beedrill's awesome looking. Ladybug, Ladian, Spinarak and Ariados looks awesome. Wish it was better to use. Has some cool moves it learns. Really cool moves it learns, actually. But, Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. I've actually never used a Golem for obvious reasons. Couldn't have it. Zubat, Golbat, Crobat. Love Crobat. The HeartGold run that I'm doing on this channel right now is probably going to have a Crobat. So the Zubat that I just caught, we are going to meticulously and painfully get that thing up to a Crobat. Cleffa, Clefairy, Clefable. I don't have much to say. I'm using Clefable right now on a Fire Red randomizer I have on my computer, but that's really all I can say. Igglybuff, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. I like Jigglypuff for the anime. Togepi, Togetic. Sandshrew, Sandslash, love them. I wish Sandslash was a better Pokemon to use. It can't even learn Earthquake, is that right? Wow, that's bad. It doesn't even learn dig. That's bad. It's got a couple of cool moves on it, but Ekans and Arbok, sentimental because the anime, but don't really have anything to say about as far as battling. Dunsparce, cool, needs an evolution. Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, love them. Absolutely love them. Ampharos is one of my favorites to battle with in game. Love it a lot. Wooper and Quagsire, kind of annoying. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, love them all. But actually, I like Haunter more than Gengar as far as design. And Haunter has a soft spot for me actually because of this region. It was Pokemon Gold. I had Haunter, Machoke, and Onix on my team because I couldn't trade them. And somehow I managed to win the Pokemon League with that. But I love Gengar too. But Haunter kind of wins out just a little bit. Unknown, the missed potential. Onix and Steelix. Steelix is bad A, but kind of a grind to use them. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victreebel. Love Victreebel and his design. I don't know if I'll use him on the team or not, but love him. Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff. I'm using Jumpluff on a SoulSilver run on my 3DS, and I put it in one of my videos of the playthrough on HeartGold. But if you use Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Substitute, and one of the draining moves like Mega Drain or Giga Drain, they can't do anything, and you get to keep all your health. It's a really awesome Pokemon to use, actually. Paras and Parasect, cool design, interesting because it's one of the early Pokemon and early instances where they referenced our Earth. They talked about Paras and Parasect being used in Japan. Their mushrooms being used. So, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. Awesome. Politoed, I don't have anything to say about that really. Magikarp and Gyarados. Gyarados, amazing. Love it. Love its look. Love dragons. Even though it's not dragon type, it's a dragon in my heart. Goldeen, Seaking. Pretty. Slowpoke, Slowbro. Love it for the memes. Love it for the memes. Slowking. Slowking. Actually cool. Oddish. Gloom. Vileplume. Actually, Gloom is one of the Gen 1 Pokemon designs I do not like. Blossom and Drowsy. Not much to say about them. Hypno. Pretty creepy Pokedex entries. But anyway. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Awesome. Love it. Ditto. Cute. Cool. Used for breeding, obviously. Pineco and Fortress. Pretty cool. I was going to use it on my SoulSilver run that I was talking about, but Nidorina, and Nidoqueen, don't love them nearly as much as I love Nidorino, and then Nidoking. Love Nidoking. So awesome to use. Yama and Yanmega. I love dragonflies, so I love these guys. Although I've not gotten to use Yanmega yet. Sunkern and Sunflora, better in Pokemon Go than they are on the actual game here. Execute and Executor. Actually, I like using Executor. I do. Sudowoodo. Cool for the anime. Wobbuffet. Hate it. And Nuzlocke runs. Hate it. Venonat and Venomoth, cool, missed potential with it not being poison flying or something like that. But very cool design. Scyther, top 10 Pokemon Pokemon designs. And in the later games, if you use an Eviolite on it, it's actually stat-wise, total stat-wise, a little bit more useful and better than Scizor. So not only does it look better, it's a little bit more useful, maybe, than Scizor. Scizor looks cool, but anyway. Pinsir, meh. Not crazy about his design that much, but it is cool. Heracross, awesome. Love it. Love Heracross. He's on my SoulSilver team right now. Coughing and Wheezing, love it for the anime, and it's actually, I love his design. Grimer and Muck, don't really feel one way or the other about them. I like their Alolan forms though. Magnemite, Magneton, very annoying to deal with. Voltorb and Electrode, admittedly very lazy Pokemon designs, but I loved photographing them in Pokemon Snap, which we're getting a new one of on the Switch. Yes. Apom and Ambipom, Snubbull and Granbull, can't really say anything about them, haven't used them. Vulpix and Ninetales, love them, love Ninetales. Growlithe and Arcanine. Arcanine is actually kind of tied with Charizard for my favorite Pokemon. And not only that, I'm going to do a drawing of Arcanine on this channel. Just like I did the Naruto one, pretty much. Stantler, cool design. Meryl, Azumarill, Diglett and Dugtrio, like them for the memes. Mankey and Primeape I actually like a lot. I like using Primeape. Meowth and Persian, cool because of the anime. Psyduck and Golduck. I mean, that should be Golduck, that should be Psyduck, but, you know. Machop, Machoke, Machamp. Machop is actually in my top 10 favorite Pokemon all time. I love Machop. Machoke and Machamp are also amazing and cool, but Machop. Tyrogue, bleh. Hitmonlee, awesome. Hitmonchan, cool. Hitmontop, Girafarig. Good lord, this is a long video. Hitmontop, Girafarig. Bleh. Cool, but I always thought it was electric psychic. Tauros, love Tauros. Miltank, Whitney. Bleh. Magby, Magmar, love Magmar. Smoochum, Jinx, Elekid. I don't have much to say on Jinx. I actually really dislike the design. It's one of the ones from Gen 1 I can't stand. Elekid and Electabuzz, awesome. Mr. Mime, I hate the design. Smeargle, I can't emphasize how much I hate the design. Smeargle, don't really care for it. Farfetch'd. It got an evolution in the newest game, and it was so lacking. Natu and Xatu. I remember the Pokemon episode they were in back in the anime years ago. Other than that, I really don't have anything to say. Quillfish, kind of one of the forgotten ones. Don't really. Tentacruel and Tentacruel. Cool and cruel. And annoying. Cool, cruel, and annoying. Crappy and Kingler. Love them. I love them a lot. Shuckle. Cute and Mimi. Staryu and Starmie. Love them. Shelter. I like Shelter. Cloyster, not so much. Design-wise, I should say. Corsola, one of the forgotten ones, just not very good. Remoraid and Octillery, pretty cool. I like using them. Lantern, I used it for the first time on my SoulSilver run that I'm doing. Love it a lot. Seal and Dugong. Lickitung. Loved it in the Pokemon Stadium minigame that you could do. Licky. Horrible. Hate it. Tangela. Cool. Tangrowth. Hate it. All these evolutions, I love them. Even Flareon. Love them all. My favorite designs are Jolteon and Umbreon. But I love Vaporeon too. Kind of put this at 1. Kind of put Umbreon and Vaporeon at a tie, maybe. I don't like battling with Umbreon that much, though. I love Espeon, love Jolteon, love Vaporeon as far as battling goes. I've not really used Flareon. But anyway. Horsey, Seadra, Kingdra. Love Kingdra. Love Kingdra. Gligar. Cool. I've not really used it. Delibird. Not good. Swinub, Piloswine, Mamoswine. I have used Mamoswine. I like it. Teddy Ursaring. Not too bad. Donphan. I'm really wanting to use that on a team. Haven't yet, though. Mantine. Skarmory. Cool. Dodrio. Don't really have anything to say on them. I've not used them. They're from Gen 1. They're alright. Ponyta and Rapidash. Love them. Cubone and Marowak. Love them. Alola Marowak is one of my personal all-time favorites. Kangaskhan. Love Kangaskhan. Rhyhorn and Rhydon are cool. Murkrow is alright. Houndour and Houndoom. Yes. Houndour and Houndoom. Yes. Love them. Absolutely love them. They just missed the boat on having a 3-headed one. Like a Cerberus Pokemon. They really did. Slugma and Magcargo. Very cool looking. I just wish they were better to use, but that Fire Rock, that's just bad. Sneasel and Misdreavus don't really have anything to mention on them. Porygon and Porygon 2, same thing. Chansey and Blissey, very annoying to battle with. Lapras, one of my all-time favorites. Love Lapras. Love battling with it. Love its look. Love everything about it. Ammonite and Amistar, cool. I like them. Kabuto and Kabutops. Top 10 favorite Pokemon design. Absolutely freaking amazing. It's like if you took the Predator and gave him scythes. I mean, it's just so stinking awesome. Aerodactyl is stinking awesome. Love Snorlax. That's my wife's maybe favorite Pokemon. Then we got the starters. We got Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and then Squirtle, Mortar, Tortle, and Blastoise on the other side. Favorite Pokemon. Love all the starters tremendously. Love them. We got the legendary birds. Articuno is my favorite design. Zapdos is my favorite to battle with. Moltres is kind of somewhere in the middle. Got the legendary dogs. I don't have much to say on Raikou and Entei because I've not used them, but Suicune is my favorite legendary. Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. Love them. Absolutely. Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar. Love them. Love them. Love them. Even though it's a grind to get them. And then Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Mewtwo. Love Mewtwo. It's my second favorite legendary. Ho-Oh and Lugia are equally awesome. And then, because this video has gotten so long, and there's not much to say. Oh, there's Mew. Love Mew. Love Mew. I love Celebi's typing, but I don't have anything more to say about it other than that. But yeah, since we've went so long and there's not much more to say, we got adventure data here, which talks about like the different Pokemon moves and what they do, how they're effective, if they're physical or special or whatever, and who can teach what moves. There's the HMs. There's the different Pokemon abilities. Oh my god, we would be here for hours if I got into this. So suffice it to say, that is the Pokemon Strategy Guide. We officially went through all this thing. It was a long journey on this, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if people liked it and would like to see it, I have a couple of more strategy guides I can walk through. I may not be as knowledgeable about stuff as I am with this because I played Gen 1 and Gen 2 a lot, but I'm definitely willing to walk through them and talk with you guys and just enjoy Pokemon because I love Pokemon. So that's going to do for this video, yo. And I thank you guys for watching. And I thank you for any likes that you've given me or will give me. Same thing with any subscriptions, any shares, any comments. It's all greatly appreciated, and I humbly thank you. I hope you're doing well in these times. Stay safe, be good to your family, and just keep your head up. And I hope you have a good day, good week, good year, good life. So until next time, Deafening Silence is out.